Todd O'Leary was an American scientist, author, and NASA astronaut. He was part of the NASA astronaut Group 6, which was chosen with the intention of training for the Apollo applications program. And his name actually came up in a terrifying video posted by Anonymous. O'Leary published several scientific papers about the atmosphere of Mars. In fact, his PhD thesis in 1967 was on the Martian surface. And because of his professional speciality, he was selected as an astronaut in conjunction with a possible NASA human mission to Mars. He was also the only planetary scientist in the NASA astronaut corps during the Apollo program.
Okay, well, remind me so I can sign up and get it.
Scientific opinions taken quite seriously, and one such statement was quoted by Anonymous in the video. According to the video, O'Leary has said that there's abundant evidence that we are being contacted. That civilizations have been monitoring us for quite a long time, and their physical appearance is pretty bizarre and different from any type of traditional materialistic Western image. He explained that these visitors use the technologies of consciousness, droids, co-rotating magnetic discs for their propulsion systems. This means the aliens do actually use flying saucer-like spacecraft for traveling across the universe and maybe even dimensions too. Number 2, UFOs caught on camera. A different Anonymous video shared footage of a strange UFO hovering in the sky. According to them, most of the videos of unidentified objects observed on Earth or in space are heavily censored. They claimed that this particular video had previously been obtained and kept from the public, but they were going to reveal the truth to everyone. No one really knows where this footage is from, and it's also not a very good quality video. Naturally, the scientists and authorities dismissed alien sources wandering in the sky above us. However, a few years later, the US Department of Defense itself conceded that strange unidentified flying objects have been caught on camera more than once. To prevent any speculations regarding extraterrestrial intervention, they decided to call these unidentified aerial phenomena. These videos only solidify our beliefs that we are in fact not alone in the universe. Maybe Anonymous is telling the truth. UFO sighting videos are heavily censored. The Pentagon released these leaked videos confirming these were actually real. The first incident was filmed off the California coast in 2004. It showed a oval shape hovering and not behaving by the normal laws of physics. The second UFO was also filmed racing across the ocean surface. Number 3, exoplanets. Anonymous has claimed in the video the exoplanets were also solid proof that intelligent alien life inhabits the universe around us. About 2.5 decades ago, scientists didn't think any planets existed outside our solar system, but a long time has passed since, and they've been proven wrong. The video is kind of on point about that, as the first exoplanets were discovered in 1992. Exoplanets are planets that exist outside of our solar system, and so far, about 3,400 exoplanets orbiting other suns have been identified by experts. This may seem inconsequential on the surface, but the discovery of all these exoplanets is now a key component of humanity's search for life in the ever-expanding cosmos. There is a lot of ground to be covered, but now that we know planets like the ones in our solar system exist, starting from these would be the best approach. This year, the famous James Webb Space Telescope revealed mind-boggling images of space, and scientists are hoping to use this spectacular tool to search the atmospheres of exoplanets for signs of alien life. They're hoping that one or more of these exoplanets will have a chemical signature of life. Number 4, FBI may have proof.
Alright, let's see if we can pull this one off, baby.
This video discussed a collection of FBI documents that, according to him, are unclassified. This means that these documents are just out there, accessible to everyone from their website. Anonymous revealed that these documents contain details stating that extraterrestrial beings have been visiting us for a long time now. But that's not all. These documents also contain accounts of beings from other dimensions paying us a visit. This can also be related the infamous alien craft that supposedly crashed in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. A group of UFO enthusiasts called the MAGICS 7 theorized that this actually happened. The FBI is holding top documents that can prove it. However, the FBI dismissed the whole story and called it bogus. The FBI also pointed out that nothing has been redacted from these documents available on dreams.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys.
Just told Cuz we had our dark days out. Send this again on me.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The pilot's done. We're officially here. It feels good. I feel comfortable. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I'll have to admit, that very first episode, I was nervous. Yeah, I was a little tight. I was a little held together, reserved, if you will. Might not come off that way, but now I feel helped with the morning brews. The morning brews help. Right. Loosened up a little bit. I mean, coffees. Morning Joes. Yeah. Leave it to your imagination to figure out what's in the cups.
Yeah, it's getting easier and easier, huh? As we talk more and more, we flow better and better, becoming better friends, knowing more about each other. It just makes things a lot easier.
So. That's what I was gonna say. Today's episode feels like we're literally just on a Zoom call bullshitting with each other. Right. Yeah, I dig it. Really how it is.
That's cool, Cuz.
Hit the record. Go.
That's not cool.
Oh yeah. So big shout out Green Goblins on the 1 and 2s out here making it happen.
Here you go.
And yeah, man. So today's episode, we're talking about something I'm dealing with today. I've got the kids screaming and yelling in the background as I'm trying to record podcast episodes. But yeah, family or significant others and being a grower, man. There's a lot to it. And even the content creator, we can mix a little bit of that in at the end there because we're a hybridized group here. But man, you know, I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, 2 boys, and they're wild as shit. I've got my significant other, Melissa. She is on top of everything usually.
That's cool right there.
She usually doesn't have a lot of patience. I will be honest there. So how I go about things is a little different than other people. I feel like because I work, I'm an entrepreneur.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Penny.
Ooh, you got ready for that.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. Penny. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Once more, Penny. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rashad Penny, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. Inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, Got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fourth down, Prescott.
What the fuck?
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Six nothing our score after one. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They go to Elliott again. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Prescott to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll try and run forward with Penny, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Getting interesting, fellas.
Rashaan Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking in the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
Better wake the fuck up.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Room here to run. Dances by him. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside. they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked big play.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 10th carry now for Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They find some open, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, heck of a move.
Good run, baby. Good run.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Inside give to Elliott. And some room to run now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off numbers like this.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, they'll run it here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Looking to throw. Prescott to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame. It didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
That's all we need.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Try it here. He's back to throw.
Good shit.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Penny, a first down carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Second and long. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Penny up the middle.
Good shit.
And some room to maneuver. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 83 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Here we go.
They keep it with Penny on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now this throw caught left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He's going to float this over the middle deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Kyle Pitts.
Damn, he got that shit.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
He fucked that up.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That flag accept.
Hold on, man. I got to piss.
The offense up a little bit.
You're down, bro.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A field goal from this spot will be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, second through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here to keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Prescott. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
All right, let's go.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And his throw here is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Pitts, and he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go Oh, here he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Dallas, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
What?
Good people, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, please do subscribe down below, smash the like, hit the bell. Those things help out a lot. YouTube does notify people when we upload, so just make sure you hit that bell. Anyway, guys, today we got a dope episode for you because it's all about 5 things that beginner growers need to know. And if you're a beginner grower, this episode for you. Heck, who knows? Maybe if you're even an intermediate or a professional grower, I know they got some master growers out there, then maybe this video is for you because you may have forgotten some of those basics. But growing plants is not as simple as merely planting and watering. I know a lot of people think so, right? Plant, seed, water it, you grow, that's it. But it's actually not that simple. A lot of factors come into those healthy plants and nice flowers. And everyone wants healthy plants and nice flowers, right? So in today's episode, we're going to break all that down for you guys. Before we do, I just want to shout out everyone that's supporting on Patreon, man. If you want to join up and be part of the ICANN fans, VIPs get the best perks. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got free exclusive content for all VIP patrons as well, man. So definitely join up if you're part of the family and join up with the movement. But without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Yes, guys, now growing plants can seem easy at first. I know, just put the plant in some soil, add water, you got a container, everything works out, right? Well, yeah, if you want a little bit of that B-grade flower, maybe that works out great for you. A lot of people want to see their plants reach its genetic potential. They want